Well, this new little hustle play, it truly got me excited, and it inspired my team in a lot of different ways. And it was an over-the-back block-out foul. So if you're blocking out and you get one of your players that gets an over-the-back block-out foul, the player, he blocks out and the guy goes your back, that's a wonderful hustle play, because again, he's engaged and he's blocking out. I don't know if there's a more difficult, challenging skill to teach than block out. So that was a good way to get him involved in that manner. My fifth one is an offensive rebound. Offensive rebounds are hustle plays, competitive plays, hard workers. And the last one I have is a block shot. Well, the first is a charge. Coach, take charges. I want taking charges. I want block shots. Well, I love block shots if you're good enough to do it, and you can have timing and the skill to do it. Block shots are game savers. They're believe me, there's a lot more games won defensively. I would say almost 10-1, close, with a block shot at the end of a game somehow versus a charge. So they're all hustle plays. So those 6 hustle plays are things that I thought that would be a good way to start out here. Practice schedules. If you're on a short window of practice time, what do you do with your practice? You just got off of work. You got an hour, maybe 90 minutes. You're hard to find a gym. You know, I never did do a lot of the stretching exercises. I think stretching, all those things are terrific. But again, you have a limited number of time on the court. I used to have the guys, if you want to get your stretching, do it earlier, before practice or whatever. So we'd start our warm-up session. There's a lot of different warm-ups. There's obviously at a young age, you know, traditional 3-man weaves, partner, lane lines, pass and catch, run up and down the court. Just learn to catch. Learning to run and catch at the same time is very important. I would always practice during this warm-up time. I always practice my press offense to let the kids get warmed up. I would tell them again, I'm interested in execution of it, not how fast we're doing it, but how precise we're doing it. And I would do that a lot. I would run through plays at times during warm-up, just trying to get the guys to, you only have so much time to, again, practice and go over plays. From there, after we've done that, from then, I would then go into the skill development phase of practice with your shooting, ball handling. And I always would start with ball handling first. I would go ball handling. Kids all dribble too high. They all dribble too high. There's three-way dribbling. There's a protective dribble, is below the knee and below. Knee and below is protective. You watch any player make a move with a crossover or any type of scoring move, he's always low in the protective area. A control dribble, below the waist is control. And then if you're in a speed dribble, it might go as high as your shoulders, high as your armpits in a speed dribble. Dribbling too high. That's really a challenge. At my individual camps I've done forever, I always tell kids, if I could get you to bend your knees and play the game lower, your tuition has been well spent for camp, because you got to bend the knees and get lower. So any ball handling drill you do is good. You should always want to try to do 1 with your strong hand, 2 with your weak hand. As much as you can emphasize that weak hand and develop into that weak hand, 2-ball dribbling drills are terrific. I'll show you the one dribbling drill. I did my own. How many coach their own sons? How many have their sons on a team here? A child on the team, okay? I coached my son at Utah Valley University. Only time I ever coached my kids. I never did. But when we had dinner, we talked about some things, so I'll tell you that right now. I wasn't the coach, but we talked about it. Yeah. And I had one thing I made him do. I have an older son that is an assistant football coach, and what can you say? What can I say? I failed once, but you know, I don't know. But my other 2 boys, I got after them a little bit stronger with the ball handling. It took me, again, I've had a lifetime. I've coached 37 years in college basketball or pro basketball, and it took me a long time, you know, to pick up and register things. And the dribbling skill, there's in my opinion, and I've watched it a lot since there's no more of a confidence-giving skill than ball handling. There's no more of a confidence-giving skill. If a kid can dribble, if a boy can dribble or girl can dribble, now you tell me one that you know that can dribble, and you tell me they don't think they can play? If they can dribble, they think they can play a little bit. You know, I did all my ball handling drills with all my kids. I never separated well, we would do bigs on one end, small work on, we did those skill development works, but all my ball handling group drills we did all of them. Because I wanted my big to develop that confidence, because somewhere along the line you need them to dribble a little bit. And so anyway, the ball handling. So I'm going to show you my one ball handling drill that I made my 2 younger boys do every day. For 10 minutes all, just 10 minutes. And there were consequences if they didn't do it. Now, they're both just going to start out with the right hand dribble. Right hand, low, and they're going to explode out. Don't dribble, I'll just demonstrate first. Don't dribble. They're going to go out low and hit here as an imaginary defender. There's an imaginary defender. It's kind of like when Steve Davis played defense. There's an imaginary defender right here. So you turn, as you come to that imaginary defender, you pivot and you back dribble. Most of you all heard the back dribble, the great back dribble. So you take off your little toe, you take 2 back dribbles. Your chin stays in your shoulder looking forward, but your body's turned to the bulldog right there. And you take 2 dribbles back and then cross over, and almost a negative, not quite that extreme, but don't cross over in front of you, but almost a negative, and then you're going to go again. Low, imaginary defender, now with the left, 2 hard dribbles, and cross over, and let's try it. Now, not real fast, just want to see what you're doing. Now go to your right, go ahead and try it. Go, yep. No, don't, good. Right idea, Jai, yeah. Okay, hold up, not bad at all. Back up a little. What grade are you in? 11th. Okay, his dribble's too high, what I said. So when you're coming out right here, you're beating that defender. It's not quite a control, it's between a control and a protective. But the ball's somewhere in here. His ball's up to here. The lower you are, the longer your hand stays on the ball, the quicker you are with the ball. The higher the ball is, the long it takes back to the floor to make your moves. So all quick moves are made with the ball closer to the floor. So a little bit higher the ball, and then you're here, and then you want to make sure you pivot and get off that little toe, and then you really want to explode. You want to get that spacing by exploding back. And then crossing over again. Not bad. And this isn't real fancy looking, but you know it's very hard to do. And again, if you're dealing with really young kids, it's hard to get skilled to do it. It's hard to back dribble. It takes a talented young guy or girl to back dribble. You're so many run picks on the ball. The little offense I was showing them earlier has a pick on the ball. The defender hedges. They're taught to hedge it, maybe double team it. So what dribble is that player going to need to have command of to deal with that? The back dribble, or the back dribble is also an escape dribble. And it's very hard to slide laterally with velocity and balance. My son that did so well for me at UVU, when he was a sophomore in high school, sometimes as a freshman in high school, they'd come off those picks, he'd hard show, he'd back dribble, and he'd stumble and lose his footing. He'd fall. And it's something we practiced to get better at, but it's hard to be really good with your back dribble. Go ahead. Get down, low, get ready to go. Starting to your right. Go. Pick it up a little bit. Get that ball lower, Devin. A hard crossover. Protect it as you're going. Gotta get the ball lower. Both of them gotta get that ball lower. What was the most important thing I said to them about ball handling? Every young guy, every kid you have you're working with wants to be quicker with the ball and better. If you get lower, I said the lower that ball is to the ground, the quicker you're going to be with it. The higher you are, the slower you're going to be with it. Go ahead. Keep those eyes forward. Nice. Nice. Good job. Good job. Keep that ball lower with that left hand. Devin, that ball got to get lower. Keep those eyes up, Devin. Okay, good. Hold up. Now, out of that simple drill, we can add the reattack dribble. The reattack dribble out of that is as you went up here and he cuts you off and the defender is closing on you, then you reattack him and push that ball out in front of him and beat him in the reattack mode. The reattack dribble occurs wherever that defender, if I'm guarding Devin, come on, okay, go. And then I start attacking him, he reattacks me and goes. So do it one time, and when you're doing the reattack dribble, you're gonna work your way up the court a little bit. You'll work your way up the court slightly. Bend your knees, go reattacks, go, on your own. Nice. Hold up, go back in. Go back, stay right there. Go back with your left hand on reattacks. Now, get lower, and the reattack, it might be 2 dribbles and reattack, or it just might be 1 dribble to reattack. But a reattack is an important dribble. Go ahead, go. Devin, you're not getting pivoted, you're not pivoting. Any questions on those? No tricks. Remember I told you I don't have any tricks. You know, it's fundamentals. And it is for young kids, as you're teaching young kids, you know, have fun and teach them fundamentals, and it gives them a chance. And this ball handling. Work with them on ball handling. As they progress through your programs, they progress to their school teams or to wherever, to their AAU teams, wherever they're trying to develop to, their ball handling is such a valuable attribute. So how much your practice time? I said, I did ball handling every single day. If there's one thing I did with my team, all coaches, different levels, they'll get up and say, I did this every day. I did ball handling every day because I wanted my kids to feel confident with the ball, and for the most part, we were pretty good at that. Thank you, guys. Sit down. Thank you. So after ball handling, you do some passing drills. Passing is the hardest single item to teach. Because passing, it's a read and a decision to become a good passer. It's seeing the game, it's a sense and feel for the game. Give me a question about passing. Help me out here. A question about passing. Maybe. What's that? Full court? If they're strong enough to throw them. I did a drill. We had a drill I used to do, again, not every day, but 2 or 3 times a week, and we would practice throwing a baseball pass the length of the court. And not many guys can throw them. So how do you throw a baseball? I'm a lefty for, well, I'll go demonstration purpose, a righty. Throw a baseball pass is very similar to throwing a football, or you take it back and you cock it back and you want to pronate your wrist out, because so many kids will take it and they'll throw it here and they'll put a curve on it and it'll go sideways. And very few are strong enough to throw it, but I'm a big believer in baseball. If you can throw one, and length of the court passing, outlet passing, the deeper you can get your outlet thrown, the realistically, everybody wants to run. Everybody wants to run. We're in the Steph Curry time. We'll talk about him maybe later if we come back to it, but we want to get out and run. Well, if you can get the outlet out here, that court's a lot shorter than getting the outlet down here. So the longer you can get your outlet, and the means of having kids strong enough to throw it is the key. And again, over and over again, is practicing. The chest pass on the perimeter is what I believe you do. Now, a bounce pass to the post is at times a good pass at choice. The bounce pass is a good pass. You want to throw a bounce pass, you fake high, pass low. There's a time, the bounce pass against the zone. The court. We broke the court down and we called from that elbow here to the half court mark, and half court line, baseline intersect there, or sideline intersect, half court line, sideline intersect. That looks like a funnel. And this was the funnel down here. So a bounce pass to the high post area from the funnel area, from up here on top, is absolutely the pass of choice. Against the zone. Now you get down in here, too many other hands come into play so much. Maybe, not saying, but maybe. But so, in the fast break, if you got some guy running the court really well and he's not LeBron James, which they can, LeBron James, they can throw it and hit the girl over here with the fancy haircut, and he can jump up and catch it anyway and dunk it. Those are so unrealistic. I mean, those guys are just so crazy. But so if you're on the fast break and you got a guy running the lane and you have some traffic in back a little bit, or you're coming here, a bounce passes are terrific in transition on the fast breaks. Those are the only 2 spots in my ideas of basketball where a bounce pass is absolutely the pass of choice. In feeding a post, if your post is 6'7", you probably don't want to throw in bounce passes. If he's smaller, wider, and bounce passes can be effective, and we did throw bounce passes at times. Here's the simple thing though, okay? It's how you're being played. You're the passer. So if you're being played tight you should have a great chance to make the pass. There's a great passing space, passing lane area in here. Now, if you're being played clear back into here, can he make the pass? He can't make the pass. What's your last name?
Sykes.
Sykes?
Sykes.
Sykes.
Yes, sir. Sykes.
Mrs. Sykes is up there in the gym yelling, Joey's open! Throw the ball to Joey! Mrs. Sykes, you're not open. See, right now, actually it's unique, as I'm saying, but he's not open. He looks open, he's not open. He's not open. And you throw it away because you can jump and get it. Now, if he fronts him, or however, yeah, and you're off the court, and there's no weak side help, can he throw it now? Yep, he can throw it over the top. Nice, that's gonna be a nice basket. Oh, you were gonna dunk it? He was gonna dunk it, coach, so he just told me, he was gonna dunk it. He's sure a nice guy though, isn't he? He's a nice guy. He's got a girlfriend? I think he looks like $1 million. He's a nice guy, nice guy. Okay, now, so how you're being played. If the defender's not playing you, you can't make the pass to the post or the cutter. On the board, I put an eye to the pass, eye to the post, eye to the cutter. Eye to the post. Every time you catch the ball, you should have an eye to the post and an eye to a cutter. They have an eye to the post, an eye to the cutter, and they make passes. So, how you're being played. Now, how could he, if he could shot fake, if he's a shooter, obviously if he's a shooter, would he play in there? He wouldn't be playing there as a shooter, but he might draw him with a shot fake and a dribble and dump it down. And what pass did I just use? A bounce pass to get it in there. Was the right pass, good pass in there? So how you're being played. Now, when you're passing to the cutter or to the post, you're teaching how the receiver's being played. If he's playing on the side, where do you want to pass to? This is so simple. This is so simple. Where'd you just pass to, Joey? Outside. Give me a better description of that. Another description. Let's say better. Another description. You passed away from the defender. You passed away from the defender. That sounds so simple and so hard to teach, or not to teach, but to execute, to make the proper reads. Make sure you pass away from the defender. And in most cases, a postman, they're going to play on the top side. Seldom will they be playing on the bottom side. So how the receiver's being played, how you're being played, receiver's being played, and the last one is, where is the help side defender? Front him again. Front him. But the defender's playing, the help side defender's playing right here. Mrs. who? Mrs. Sykes is up there yelling, throw the ball inside to Joey. Get the ball to Joey. She can't see the help side defender. He can't throw it. The help side defender's sitting right there. He looks like he might be open, but the help side defender. So your reads, again, those are reads you can teach the kids. And again, how you're being played, how the receiver is being played, and where's the help side. Now, but you're not going to steal the ball. You're just in that position. I don't want, now I've got to get these two guys in the white to help us get better. So they're just playing here. Maybe even had a coach play this position if I could, and I'm just going to teach him to pivot, pass fake, and pass it in. Good. And we do a couple of these times, pivot, and that's simple. And now maybe we start this way. Well, I can't pass this way. You're on the top side. No. Stay where you're at. Here. No, I got to learn to pivot and throw it in. Sure, it might be a bounce. You absolutely could be a bounce pass down there. Yes, absolutely be a bounce pass down there. And then we would just rotate. We'd first just rotate you two, and I'd do this from this spot on the court. I'd do it right here on the lane lines on the court. I'd do it head on the rim on the court. Same thing on that other side. so that everybody gets various spots on the court in doing it. And but this guy can't be stealing it from him. He's got to let Randy, right? Let Randy work on his passing and his skills and learning to recognize and see it before he's trying to steal it from him, because when he tries to steal it, as a coach, and again, guys that you're here because you love the game and you're trying to develop, and you're making sacrifices. And one thing I'm very proud of, all the coaches my kids played for would say I was the #1 parent, because I was a head Division I coach, and they never heard from me, never said nothing. And I let them coach it because they're making the sacrifice, whether it be, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, they're making the sacrifice, and what they thought was where it was. Go ahead here. Dribble, bend your knees, Now you're going to pass with which hand? No, you're not. Are you lefty? Oh. You are? Oh, you pass left then. Go. Sure. Go. Bend your knees, not bad. Snap it in there. Hit it in there. Low. Good. Not bad. Okay. All right, good. A chest pass. Bend your knees, son. But you got to bend your knees to play the sports. To play sports, if you can tell me one sport, little kids, older kids, big kids, there's no sport you play like this. Every sport's like this. Every sport's low, receiving it, and just a chest pass. And it's amazing, Division I scholarship players cannot throw a chest pass. So just teaching basic skills. And as simple as that is, without a defender, you can just take him here, you can tell him to pivot, pass fake. How long should a pass fake be? Maybe 6 inches, maybe 3 inches, maybe just a little fake. Elbows should always stay bent. You should not extend, because you extend, you can't throw it anymore. Just like keeping your knees bent, you want to keep your arms bent to pass fake and make your passes. Good job bending your knees. Bend your knees. Good. Nice passes. Good. I had a guy say today that the new coaching theory is more is less. Well, there's some truth in that. But I probably ran at Utah Valley University, I probably had 50 plays at least, maybe 70. I had a ton of plays. And we'd outthink, and that's what I'm a big fan of pro basketball and little kids. Well, little kids, they see LeBron James. This is what I told my last camp at Utah Valley, and ex-players or players were there, and then they finally realized I'm right. LeBron James is a thinking man's player. LeBron James is a thinking man's player. And so as I share that, learning to think the game, I had all these plays. You got to think to play. If you can't think to play, you really have a hard time playing. Now, obviously, play becomes instinctive, react immediately. You're not thinking, you're not where to put your foot. But if you watch LeBron James play, and if you studied basketball, he's a thinking man's player versus big, raw, brute athlete, which he is. But he's a thinking man's guy out there. And so learning the game, learning how to play the game, and that's what you guys are here for, is just learning to spend time teaching kids how to play the game. Albuquerque Public Schools always had a reputation of being pretty tough, pretty hard-nosed kids playing in that league, right? In the Albuquerque Public Schools were tough kids. They're supposed to be tough kids, right? And the opponent's going to knock them on their can. So I like to see these guys be a little bit firmer, and stronger with their play. All right. Okay, bend your knees. Nice pass. Good pass. Good. Who changed the layup game? I asked this question at camp. And again, I'm a lucky guy. Again, I coached basketball for 37 years from Clovis High School in New Mexico. And it's a long ways from here to there sometimes. And I've been very, very blessed. And always, again, think the game. And the question is, which player, and every player has different guys they look up to. But the player that changed the layup game was Steve Nash. He changed the layup game. Layups came, I mean, he was a little bit ahead of Tony Parker. And today, you know, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs bigs are shooting runner floaters. You know, the layup game is there's no right or wrong way for layups. There's some teaching points. There's some teaching points to make with them, but the techniques, and there are certainly some techniques in shooting certain shots, but to say you're wrong doing this, those guys are pretty creative and they shoot a lot of wonderful layups. And so I've done this little layup skill drill the last few years a lot. And so we're going to start with our caboose here, and we're going to shoot a straight layup. A straight layup in with one dribble, shoot the layup high on the board. You're going to take it out of the net, dribble it to this next spot, and you can reset, and then go left-handed, straight layup. Okay. Go. Good. High eyes on the board. Good. Good. Pretty nice. Okay. That's. Now you can do them twice. You can do it back to back if you choose with layups. The next one we're going to shoot is a baby swing hook. So in this position now we're going to go with our left hand across the key. Maybe takes 2 dribbles to climb the ladder. That terminology still works. It's still true. It still holds true. You must climb the ladder to get your weight going up, to transfer your weight high, the layup, plant, and rotate the shoulders. Rotate the shoulders with a baby swing hook. Then you're going to go back with which hand? Left. Come back with the right, back here again. Now we're going to go right across and rotate the shoulders, climb the ladder, rotate the shoulders to your finish. I call these X layups. Go. Not bad, not bad. Here we go. Bend your knees, son. Not bad, good. My next layup is the inside reverse layup. I want to make sure I've got these inside reverse. So we're going right-handed down. We're going to shoot with our left hand, inside reverse. Pretty challenging layup for a lot of younger kids and older kids. Inside reverse. So as you watch all these great players, they can do it. Just slow. Here I'm going to come up and I'm a shot blocker, but he's going to shoot it with his inside now. I can't get to it. And with his little elevation at the rim, it's going to be an easy shot for him. It'll be an easy shot for him. Now it's same side. If it was opposite side inside reverse, it'd be coming here and we'd be coming over on this side, opposite side. Bend your knees. Go. Same side. Nice. Trust yourself, you can do it. Nice. Bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. Right idea, but held up. That was very nice. Okay, now we're go basic again. We're going to go here. We're going to jump stop, shot fake into a power shot. Shot fake into a power shot. Okay. Nice. Go back, other side. Good. Now here's the philosophy that I'm very, very strong on believing in. You shoot power shots with your power hand. You know, I've coached, I don't know if I coached any that are just as good left as they are right. There's a couple, maybe a couple. So when I say come into the power shot, we're coming in here and we're going strong hand. Nice balance. Who taught you that power shot? Coach Garcia? You did a nice job of that. That's very, most kids, you got them squared to the baseline, got their shoulders nice and square, the ball's out in front, using the ball or the body to protect the ball a little bit. Those are excellent. Those are very good. Down the layup drill. Now we're here. Okay, we're down the lane line, and we're going to spin to a jump stop, baby jump hook. Go on this side, left, be a right-handed jump hook. Okay. Now what do you got to do to this to have it do any good? To move a little bit? Stay low. Go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here we go. Good. Not bad at all. Not bad. Fine. When you come around, you spin. Now he didn't take the extra dribble, which is fine. He's into here. And find that rim. Get your head to that rim early. Pretty nice shot. A jump hook's in there, terrific skill levels. And then let's just do a straight runner, or not a runner, but a floater, you call it. You come in the same position, and you're gonna use your imagination, right? If we had a tall guy, a tall player in here, you gotta shoot over the top of him, some type of floater, runner. Right, not bad, not bad. Now that one's a good question. Floaters are all strong hand. Strong hand. Not good, not bad. Sit down. Nice job. Did a nice job. You guys give him one hand. Nice job. Here. Okay, on the court, in just some terminology that might be helpful in a fast break, in defining it. Spacing. Even for little knockers, little kids, it's getting spacing because they all want to, you know how bad they want to clump together. So some terminology that this is, and this volleyball is a great teaching. This is the lane. This is the running lane. Sideline to this volleyball line. The volleyball line to the lane line extended, I call the alley. This is the alley. This is where your point guard will bring the ball up majority of the time in the alley. There's two lanes, there's two alleys. And the middle, where I got Daniel sitting down there. Time to go to bed last night, Daniel. Time to go to bed last night. 9? I can't argue. That's good. You like to sleep. That's good. You're going to grow. You're going to be big. This is Main Street. I call this Main Street. Right down the head. He's going. Daniel is head on the rim. Devin is in the alley. I don't want the point guard in Main Street, unless what? I want the point guard in Main Street if we got numbers. If we're coming on the break and we're going and we got a 3-on-2, a 4-on-3, whatever we got, I would want him here now. Terrific. But if we're in a traditional transition set, trying to get the ball up the court, we want the ball in the alley so we can spray it wherever. So that was that. And the trailer is a trailer. So if Devin dribbles it up, keep dribble up. Trail. Because a trailer in a fast break can fall into a shot, or he can always be, he's a lot of times he's a what for you? He's a release valve. He's an exchange. He's a reversal player. So, in USA, Justin?
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't know that. Okay, go down. Justin's going to go down. We're running USA, going to get a catch. Got to get it, hold up, timing, and running any offense. The biggest challenge, boy, I think you guys have, college has it, the NBA is terrific for the most part, is timing and running offense. Timing and running an offense is so challenging. So, Justin's got to get a catch. Justin has got to get a catch. Knees bent. He's got to down and get a catch. You got a great play. It's late in the game. The defense is overplaying. You can't get a catch. Your timing gets messed up. So he's got to work hard to get a catch. So he throws it, gets a catch. He's going to go away, to the 8 down there. He's going to, right there, good. Gets a good angle for the screen. Now he's not going to dribble until the screen comes and gets set. Because if he starts his dribble, this is a screen. On the ball screen. Come back again. Okay, no, come. Now stop. Now I'm dribbling. It's got to become an area screen. Because he's got to stop before that defender, because if I'm moving, you're going to get a foul. So he's going to go. He's going to wait, dribble, go. Now he's coming out, back's free, hold up, good, nice job of cutting. I always have hold the ball. I always have the big go low and the small high. Maybe they collide. Maybe the small defender screens his own man, or something good happens and we get a cheap shot. He filled out of the corner, Devin filled out of the corner. These are the two bigs. These are two bigs. Go. Hits. He's looking off to, no. Okay, good. Bend those knees. Comes off, good. Nice. After he hits, obviously looking to score. Right now they're trying to run the offense. They're coming off those screens looking to score. Good, keep going. But after he made the pass, hold up. He spaced away. He immediately spaced away to get ready for a shot. With his knees bent, fingers to the ceiling, hands ready, caboose out, ready to go. Isn't that right, Devin? That's what you look like, right? What, wasn't it? Okay, all right. Go ahead. Cuts, screens. Nice. Very nice job. Very good. Okay, hold up. Now, excellent. You guys really nice. It takes a while to learn, you know. Plays, again, it's, I will say this about those, some don't want to teach plays. And I'm good with that. And there's a thing called, maybe you have the dribble drive offense. It's the in type of offense. The dribble drive offense is very good. It has some really good principles. And it's a lot of reads, shot fakes, and attacking the basket and pitching out to three-point shots. It's very good. But there's still a need for plays, and the aptitude to run a play is a skill. And that's what I got it in the room. I didn't bring it. I have a quote. Maybe I do have it here. I don't think I do have it with me. A quote from Kobe Bryant. He made a quote this spring about offenses and how all players, even though they fight it, I don't have it with me, they argue against it, but they all want discipline and structure. They all want discipline and structure. Now, Kobe Bryant's a little bit old schooled, but they want discipline and structure. So running plays and the ability to run a play is a skill. It's an aptitude to run plays. This is a true story. That Craig Neal, when I was with him for 2 months in Fort Wayne, and literally Craig Neal got me a head job in the CBA. He's still playing. He could tell me, now I love ball, and I do the scouting for the teams, and he would tell me, he'd been around the league a little bit, he'd tell me everybody else's offense, the details of everybody else's offense. As I tell, Craig has a terrific aptitude for basketball. He sees the plays, he knows the plays, and he's a player that knows the offense of all other 12 teams, 11 teams in the league. And so running the play is important, is very important. These guys, the second time they had a little time break, they really did a nice job running. And then once you got this little structure, this is more of a structure than a play, then you learn to try to score and attack out of it. Then you're trying to find your game in it. And that's what, when you have a play in, you have the play down, the kids can run, they know where to go, they're not worrying about where my right foot goes and the left, then the right, and they know how to run it. Then even younger kids do good with that. Even younger kids do well with that. So that's why they like this so well in the summer camps. The campers love doing this because it all gave them a chance to play in a structure, and they then got more comfortable and tried to score in different manners out of it. Sorry, one more time. Good. Nice. Now, one thing is you come to Devin, come back, Devin. One thing is you guys come across, and young guys to learn with kids, and you know this, every one of you know this, as he comes across at that screen. Get that little screen, get that screen, tough, good, there, that way. I guarantee if you set screens with your body, sit down, and could do that, the coach got a place for you. The coach has a place for guys that set screens. Wait, stay down there. How many of you, hey, hold up. How many of you like to play with somebody that sets screens? Do you like to play with somebody that'll set a screen? Do you like to play with somebody that sets a screen? Do you? Do you? Well, that's unanimous. It's unanimous. They want you on your team if you'll what? Good. They'll love you if you'll set screens. Stay down. Where are you coming up? Now, so when you come off the screen, when you come off the screen, keep your dribble alive. When you perimeter players come off the screen, keep your dribble alive until you're ready to do what? Make the pass to it. Don't pick it up and start doing this. Keep your dribble alive until you make the pass to him and then space it, okay? Go ahead. Start again. Here we go. Nice. Nice job waiting for the screen. Nice. Nice job waiting for the pick. Good job. Nice cut, Devin. Good screen. Good. Hold up. Good. Good. Nice. Go screen. Go screen. Oh, that works. That works even better. I like that even better. Nice shot. I think we're in such a tough time with kids today. Who's there, who can be there, what reasons their attitude might be not so good. There's a reason why those kids that have issues have issues. And even those kids that have issues, you know, that old line about, you know, discipline and structure. Even those kids with attitude want discipline and structure, and you've got to throw the love in. And you know, the whole thing so much with kids that are struggling and have difficult times is to show some love. And you know, how you do that, how you're able to do that, how you're able to get some way to connect to a young guy that might just have all kinds of issues at home. You don't know what he hears at home. You know, there's you know, that's kind of a talent, or what you kind of read situations yourself. But you know, you guys that are coaching in this thing, or you know, some of them, and it's true. It's a tough situation out there with kids, and you guys all know that. You know, they might come to basketball, and it might be their only positive experience of the day. In a lot of ways. You know, they might have rough times at home, they might have trouble in the classroom, teachers telling them this, they're that, and they come out to the basketball court, and getting them to engage. And you know, the one thing, an attitude, a better word for attitude is, you know, it's hard to tolerate a disruptive kid. If he's disruptive to your practice and to your team, that's what's difficult. If he's disrupting the other kids, or he's you know, those are situations where, again, you got to talk with them and maybe make some type of parameters that this is what you have to do to be part of this and continue to be part of this, and I'm willing to do this. And you know, it's just the one thing that's hard is if they're disruptive to you and they're taking away from the other kids. And it's you know, that's why, you know, I really do mean this, that what I said was true. My kid, he was he's MVP of the WAC, and he did not start on his 5th and 6th grade Little League teams. He didn't, because of the coaches, you know, it's just, everyone has different issues and different deals, and what you guys do is a lot. You guys, it means a lot to kids. You'll be surprised, and maybe some of you've done it long enough. They'll never forget you, the things you've done. My youngest son's high school coach lived with the AU basketball. I mean, for literally 30 years, he did AU basketball with his kids, different deals. It was crazy to me how many older people would come up and later I'd hear that, yeah, I played for him at this age, and he worked with me at this age. And, so what you're doing is very mean. Maybe you don't feel and don't get rewarded enough to understand how meaningful it is, but it's a very meaningful thing you do in helping these kids and spending time with them. And so when you talk about the attitudes of kids, there's a lot of situations that are out of our control or your control to help that young guy or girl to do better.
At the higher levels, do they still use running as more like
punishment
and for mental toughness building, or do they just expect them to be conditioned?
No, they do. They do. I'm watching NBA practice the other day. They're running. They don't like to run.
My kids hate it.
They don't like to run.
Bother me. It's just I just don't know if I'm giving them, if it's something old.
It's old school, and I did my best to try to sell players that it's not punishment. And occasionally you get mad and it is punishment today, and let them know that, because they don't want to run. But you just can't get in condition without running. And for young kids, running, my opinion, it's strong. It's character building, and that sounds maybe corny to some people today, because we have a lot of, I don't know, but it is character building because it's hard. And we're in a time where I am almost, nothing good comes easy, and it just is. It's a fact, and we're in a time period with parents and different people that they want to come easy, and there's an expectation, and that good old running though. That good old running is. Yeah, I ran them, and most guys, anybody I've ever been around ran them. And
Coach, did you say that in the NBA they're running them for discipline?
They did run them, yes. Mess up practice or you mess the play up, they'll go, yeah, we run, get on the line. Yeah, they don't like it. They don't like it. It's just, my player just played. I had this player from Utah Valley named Ronnie Price. He's with the Phoenix Suns right now. He's been 11 years in the NBA now. He's crazy. He just got better. He was 5'6" coming out of high school. He went to Nicholls State for a year, walked on to Nicholls State in Louisiana, and he just got better. And somehow I ended up with him at Utah Valley, and he's 11 years in the NBA. He was Byron Scott last year with the Lakers. They ran him to death. Byron Scott is old school, but they run. Okay, in the press, the most important guy on the court, obviously we know the point guard. The point guard, the guy we want to get the ball to. But the player with all the pressure on him is the inbounder. The inbounder makes or breaks your press attack. He makes that first decision, and that first decision on the inbounds pass, and again, a lot of presses, if they don't steal the inbounds pass, they don't steal the first pass after the ball is inbounded, or the second pass, so to speak, they quit pressing. So whoever you have, in fact, it's hard to put your point guard as your inbounder, but maybe if you can't get it inbounds, you're gone. It doesn't work. So whoever your most important player is this inbounder. And what I have is set up for right here, this alignment, I used it against a man or a zone. Any type of zone press, whatever. Simply because, unless I knew they were man-to-man late in the game, I knew they weren't zone, they were man-to-man late in the game, and then you have your press breakers to get the ball in late in the game, to get the ball in the best free throw shooter's hands. And that's another story. But this is set up to work against all the presses, because, against the press, they're pressing, you can't all of a sudden change your alignment because, they're in a 1-2-2-1, or they're in a 1-2-1-1 or whatever they're in, or they're man-to-man, you can't change it. So this alignment worked well. Now, I had them set this way, and they're, like I said, but here's a point that was a game changer for us at Utah Valley University. It was a game changer for my son high school team, who we finally moved to Orem, where my job was. For two coaches, this was a game changer. Two high school coaches and my team. And that is, against the press, we called it high. We just went to high. Against all press, we called it just high, and we moved everybody up to right here. Right here, move back a little bit, back right there. And now, because this is what happens against the press so many times. He comes, he gives his ball and he starts dancing here, and pretty soon he's down into here, and pretty soon he's down to here, and there's no more court space left. So if you just move him higher, it makes the defense make some decision how to adjust it, and now you have so much more space to come work to get the catch. So we went, set the screen with the big here. He comes off it now. Whoa, good. He could have went the other direction. Would have worked if defense said that, and we would have adjusted from there. Now he's going to come off here. He's going to come down here, and we all know the rules. Excellent. We don't want to get the ball against the press. We'd like to be 6, 8, 10 feet off the baseline, 6, 10, 8 feet off the sideline. But really, that's the perfect rule. It doesn't really work that way, but we'll cover that in a minute. So we inbound, bend your knees, hit him. Okay, got to get the ball in. Now, we always want to have a middle, a sideline, and we call it a crackback, could be a release valve. Now, this was also a very good game changer for me. I call this the line of scrimmage. He's got the ball, this line right here. So many times that press will drop back, and this release valve, or my crackback, drifts up to here. Well, this guy here is being pressured and trapped, and he's over here. He can't get the ball to him. But if he'll stay back here, he can always get this reversal, and he always has a safety. And against the press, what's as important a thing, if you can teach your kids, we did this. This was always my warm-up drill. This was always my warm-up drill at practice, my press breakers. I think I mentioned that earlier. And my kids were confident. We turned the ball over. We weren't perfect, but we were confident. We were organized and prepared against the press. Spacing, you got to keep your proper spacing. And so in our little scheme here, if we hit the sideline, the middleman would become a sideline, and this deep diagonal, I had this deep diagonal, because he comes from behind the zone. Slow down. I like your attitude. Because you always want to do what against the press? No matter what level you play. You want to always do what?
Be quick.
You want to what? Attack. You want to attack that press. If you punish the press, attack that press. Now there's another thing I always had every time against the press. There's three. You want to be strong with the ball. You want to meet the pass. We got very good at meet the pass. We got very, very good. We took a lot of pride the last 2 or 3 years at Utah Valley at meeting the pass. And you save so many interceptions and bad pass if you'll meet the pass. And third was make yourself available. Again, what's your last name? Sice. Okay, get back over there. Joey's being trapped. Miss Sice over there. Miss Sice up there. That's Joey there. Miss Sice down. Throw the ball to Joey. He's wide open. Throw the ball. Well, he's being trapped. it's not so easy. Anybody ever played basketball? If you ever played basketball and you say it's easy against the press, you're kidding. You're lying. You're not honest. Because presses are hard to play against, and they pressure you. They make you toughen up. So we got those three things. Strong with the ball, meet the pass, make yourself available, and lastly, the last one I put on the board every time was backflow. There's two backflows. There's backflows in chasing. She starts dribbling. Try dribble. I'm on back and backflow. That's one backflow. And the other backflow is with the pass. The backflow is all of a sudden he passes ahead, and I'm running like crazy, and he thinks he's open, and I backflow, and I get the ball on the backflow there. Thank you. You guys handle that better than anybody. Most guys, they all try to beat me. Thank you, demonstrators. That was very good. Thank you. There's not much reward beating a guy my age. I understand. So the backflows, very important with it. So he comes, hit him, because he's going to get to do what? He's going to meet the pass strong, right? He's going to meet the pass because they're coming. Boy, you know that kid that played at New Mexico State the last few years, that Mullins? Was it Mullins? Ooh, you show that thing a second, that thing's gone. His hands were something. And so you better be strong and tough all the time with the ball. So he hits, and he had filled down, and now that guy was my crackback till all the way to the swing, and depends on the reading, you don't know what's for sure. Maybe we're going to attack, or maybe he becomes another middle, and go, and here we go. Always turn and face, be strong with it. Look at it one more time. Good job. You be in a second middle. Make me sure. I want to get a second middle this time. All right, Ricky? Randy. I'm sorry, Randy. Get a second middle. So you're going to catch it and let him come all the way back down, and you're going to hit him for another middle. Okay? Bend your knees, guys. Try bend your knees. Nice job. Here we go. Nice job inbound the ball. Not too fast. Let him get fit. Now, hold up. Now, my group was special. Pretty good group of kids. And I saw Devin trying to be verbal, calling USA. I'd have my players, every one of them would yell, if you're sideline, middle, crack back, deep diagonal, you become the deep diagonal, and they're verbalizing all the time where to be. And they were very good at it, because when you verbalize it, it engages you and you learn what to do. So hit him, meets the ball, strong. No, second middle, second in another middle. Good, go. All right. Come back again. Last time of it, we'll hustle, guys. Okay, this time we're gonna hit the crackback man. Go. Okay, hold up. Whoa, slow down with it. Excellent. We'd go through this every day. We'd probe, slow down. You look sideline, you're looking middle. Now we're going to hit the crackback. Now hold up. Now, when he hits it back to the release man, you're what? What are you? Middle. Good answer. You're now the what? Sideline. Randy's the sideline. You're sideline over there, and you're the what? You're deep diagonal. Okay, take it wherever you want to take it. No, don't take it back where it came from. It's not going to go back where it came from. Okay, it's sideline. Go back right here. Just for everything stays the same now. Sideline. Excellent. Stay where you're at. Hit back to what's his brother's name? Ethan. Hit Ethan. Hit your brother. Okay, now what's going to happen? Excellent. Middle. Hit him. Look up. Go. And try to attack out of that. And if not, we just push it back and keep working it up.